Holding discussions at the first grade level can be a challenge if not handled strategically. Watch and note the skills of Mrs. P as she leads the discussion about how animals move.
I want you to quietly go to your seat and just put your name on the sticky note and then put your picture where you think it belongs on how that animal moves. Okay. Any questions about your directions? Question? Morgan? Everybody will have different pictures. Okay, good question. Who can tell me what we're going to do? Enrique.
We're going to write our name and then we're going to see the pictures, read the words and see which one that belongs to.
Very good. Very good. It flies? No. Okay. Do you think it swims? Do you think it walks or runs? Okay, then it will go in that one, way to the end. All right, are we ready? What do you think he does? How does he do that? Okay, it goes way down to the end, doesn't it?
That duck is mine.
Can you get it down to the end? I think the end is full.
I've seen a
Okay, we're going to talk about him.
There's no more space.
The walking and running, I think, is full, isn't it? I had you put your name on there because we're going to go down these and see if everybody agrees if that is the best place to put that animal. All right, so we're going to start with the flying. We have a parrot. Do you think a parrot flies?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? What makes you think that? What do you know? Tillian?
Because it has wings.
It has wings. What else do parrots have that would make you think they would fly? Hannah? Feathers. Do you have another one? Oh, a beak? Oh, not yet. The beak? Would he fly with a beak? He wouldn't fly. He wouldn't use his beak to fly, would he? No. Is flying the only way a parrot can move? Enrique?
He can walk too.
He can walk too. But what is the main way that he would move? Probably. Between walking and flying. Which one do you think he does the most?
Flying.
Probably flying, yeah. Tiffany, you have the next one.
Dolphin? Whale.
Whale or dolphin? Which
Whale.
Why do you think it's a whale?
Because it jumps into water.
Why else do you think it's bigger, isn't it? Yeah. So why did you put it as swimming?
Because it swims when it jumps in the water.
All right. What characteristics does that animal have that makes you think it's a swimmer?
It have to be
We're looking at the whale. Right.
Because his tail, when we're doing that with Mrs. Anderson, he said the fishes swim with make it swim with their tail or with their fins. Their fins.
Okay. Their fins and their tail.
Hands.
Does the whale have feathers like the parrot?
No.
No. What do you think their skin is like? Well, Jordan? Rubbery, smooth, yeah. What did you have?
A fish.
And why did you think it would be a swimmer?
Because his wings.
Where is that picture, do you think? Where would it be?
At the ocean.
Stephanie had the next one. And you have that as a swimmer. What do you think? What is that?
A penguin.
Do penguins swim? They're fast.
Yeah, they swim with their tummy.
I maybe been to the zoo in Omaha and watched the penguins.
I
That's fun.
I would go under the stay on top. I would go under.
Go under so you can see it. Yes.
They can fly.
So she's thinking that it should be a swimmer. Now look at that picture. Is that picture a habitat that would be for swimming?
Yeah.
Where that picture is?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's in the ice, and when it melts, there's some water, and then they can swim under the water.
Yeah, but it's
close to the North
It's close to the water, probably.
They like
right?
the ice water.
It's
close to the North Pole, though. They
The
like salt water. South Pole.
South Pole. They're not at the North Pole. They're at the South Pole.
This gotta be upstairs.
Yes, Hannah.
They always have a glass and ice is really good.
They can pop right down there. You're right. Is the snake a swimmer?
Yeah, that's not
It could be a swimmer. How else could that snake move? Oh, are you raising your hand? Are you raising your hand? Riley?
I have another idea why he would put it at swimming.
Well, why?
Because sometimes they swim in the water and they get water in their mouth, and then they have a little circle thing in their mouth. So when you come to get them, they spray it in your mouth.
You know a lot about snakes, don't you?
They throw
It's not on where?
Yeah, on Animal Planet. And they put poison out. I've been there.
Where else could the snake go? Hannah? Or Jordan? It could go on the wiggly one, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It wiggles, doesn't it, as it moves?
Yeah, but
When it's on the ground, yes. Yes, I think so. The next one is Tillian. That's an interesting one. What do you think that is, Tillian? A snail. Do you think a snail can walk or run?
walk.
Walk? Do you think a snail can walk or run?
Just when it walks.
Tillian's going to tell us.
Sometimes they walk.
You think they can walk?
No. Only they walk.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. No.
Can they move any other way, do you think?
I know. Go.
Have you ever seen a snail?
Yeah.
You see what? What do they do?
They need the thing. The wiggle thing.
They need the what?
They need the track from where they
They
went.
need a track. You're right. So do you think they're walking?
No. Yeah. And they can climb to Twitter.
Hannah doesn't think they walk.
They slide.
They slide.
They wiggle.
They wiggle.
They don't have arms and legs.
They don't have arms and legs, she says. You picked one up and looked, and there were no legs. Didn't see any legs. What do you think, Tillian? You gonna stay with walking? It's up to you. You think about it. We'll come back. Okay. Who's the next one? Any other questions about your assignment? All right. What about? Oh yes, we're going to decide about your snail. Thank you for reminding me. What? You're going to leave him where he is? Okay. It's your choice.
Were the students on task? Did Mrs. P have to assert her authority to keep the students on task? What kind of questions does Mrs. P ask